Good afternoon from the Orlando Science Center. Sorry it's a little bit louder right here, but we're heading in to their annual technology convention, which is called Otronicon. So let's get right into it. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I like this. This is awesome. Oh my goodness, they've got a Slinky Dog right here. Look at that. Holy cow, there is a lot of stuff going on in here. Looks like they're riding Slinky Dog using VR. Storytelling with technology. This is all the Disney stuff.
So if you go see the Navi River Journey attraction at the end, you get to meet the Shaman of Song. She's actually an exact replica of the Animatronics. She's the most advanced animatronic we have in any Hero Park Star attraction. 42 individual motors or functions in her face alone. Other things to note, so how does that work?
There it is. This is the animatronics of the Shaman of Songs from Navi River Journey. Wow. You can almost hear her saying, "Yeah, yeah." There are 42 motors inside of her head, and this is all of the different 42 motors, and these 5 lines are just for the left eye.
What was it?
I put Mickey ears on top of Peter Pan.
If you shake Tinkerbell, oh, you get pixie dusted.
Got one of the Megabots here from Big Hero 6. There's a bunch of buttons that you can press.
3 buttons.
3?
Yeah. Oh, so he's waving at us now. Oh, spinning his face around. Now he's the angry one.
These control his manual motion. Right?
Oh, okay.
So you can control each actuator and servo motor by itself.
Did you see?
What?
They have a Purple Martin exhibit here. Do you guys remember when we saw the Purple Martins at Epcot and we got to learn about like how they mate in Maine?
Yeah.
And how they like live in the little gourd houses and stuff? I will link the video down below where we did the tour and we got to see the Purple Martins like when they first started coming for spring. Was it spring?
I think so.
Yeah, it was really neat though. It's a cool story.
They also have one of these holograms of the Megabots. It's kind of neat. But look, there's nothing in there. It's almost like a Pepper's Ghost effect.
Well, and it's whatever side you're on. So
Yeah.
like, okay. Sorry.
And they do ones where you can animate it where like it would be like flapping or moving around. Microsoft has an exhibit over here where they've got all kinds of Xboxes and stuff out here for people to play. Oh, she's drawing a little donut over here on a Surface Pro. They're playing a VR version of Whack-A-Mole here. This kid's just hitting the table. But in his VR headset, he's playing Whack-A-Mole. It's called Vital Signs Nursing, and we have to figure out how to cure these people. Well, give them some Lipitor, right?
I don't think you're allowed to just give them anything.
Give them anything.
I don't think you're allowed to. Do I have to
Click on this, yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh.
give them more. You
All right.
can't. They're not like you can't
What
just
the
kill
heck?
this guy.
Oh, showing off the Xbox Adaptive Controller for those that are differently abled. You got like big buttons and control pads and different things that you can put in order to replicate different buttons on the Xbox controller. This is just their normal exhibits section. So this is here all the time when the Science Center is open. So we have a membership here, so we could come back at any point and mess around with some of these exhibits. So I don't think we're gonna mess with them today because we could come back any day and do this.
Oh yeah, but this is actually one of my favorite parts of this exhibit.
You can do it. You can do it. I'm holding all of your stuff. You're doing it. You're like it. Look at how high up off the ground you are. Whoa! Look at that.
I held your spot.
No, you gotta keep going.
Oh wait, maybe he really is good at everything. What? No, did you? That wasn't all the way up. Was it? I don't know, do it again.
I like the sound of that. We have to find this to find something shocking. Oh, look at this. It's a Jacob's ladder. Okay, push the button. Now you can let go of the button. Oh, I guess you can't.
I gotta hold the button down.
Okay.
My work is never done.
All right, I'm gonna try to touch you. All right, we gotta read how to shock ourselves. We figure out how to shock each other. So you put both hands on and then I do...
Oh, now you're just shocking me.
I do this.
What the heck?
Is this right? Am I shocking you?
You shocked me once. A little, yeah, you did.
Ooh.
That's weird. I'm gonna do it.
Okay. That shocked you.
I shocked myself.
Well, you shocked me too, but
Oh.
I have hands of steel. Time for us to head into the theater for the Tesla Coil show. This ought to be good. We're all ready for the Tesla Coil show. We got our seats and we're good to go.
Which brings us to our first first type of electricity. It is static electricity. Raise your hand if you've experienced this kind of electricity. Pretty much everyone. So static electricity basically is when you get this imbalance of charge. Basically, if I were to rub my feet on a carpet, I gather lots and lots of electrons, which because they're negatively charged, I become negatively charged, which means they want to jump as soon as they can to the closest positive or less negative charge there. What we have here is called a Van de Graaff generator, created by Robert Van de Graaff over 100 years ago to generate static electricity. Hold on. This is like my Maybelline, my Pantene. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Van de Graaff. Spoiler alert, it's Van de Graaff. All right, let's try this. Let's see what happens to my hair as soon as I discharge it. Yeah. This is like the closest to being Thor. Wow. So, in order to use electricity for technology things, we need to give it a pathway to move around on. And there are two different types of ways we can do this. Does anyone know what this is called? What kind of electricity it is? Current! A single voice from the crowd. So this is where we get into this concept of the current wars, or the war of the currents. Raise your hand if you've heard of the war of the currents. Not that many. Okay, so this was a time. There were two main scientists in the War of the Currents. This is Edison, which became the more famous of the two. Raise your hand if you've heard of Edison. But what about this guy?
Nikola Tesla.
Tesla. Oh, it was all about money. Edison was over here and he was like, direct current is so much better. It's so much safer. But then over here, Tesla was like, well, wait a minute. It is maybe safer, but it can only travel like a mile. I need a volunteer, or a couple of volunteers to help me show direct current. So hold on to this. And right over here, hold on to this other side. Our circuit is still open. So let's try this right here. And right here. There we go. But I'm gonna need some volunteers because we're gonna create a human light bulb. Perfect. Can I get some human light bulb lighting? Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Did we get any? Oh, 2, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Nikola Tesla created the Tesla coil in the late 1800s to transmit electricity wirelessly, which even now in 2019 is kind of a crazy idea. Imagine what people thought in the late 1800s. What do you mean you can transmit electricity wirelessly? But its applications of wireless technology still have amazing possibilities to this day. So now you see it as like science experiments at a science fair, but we are going to use it today for Tesla's original purpose for it, to play Super Mario music, which is why it was originally created. In 3, 2, 1.
That show was so much fun.
It was so cool.
Oh, what are these things called again? These are called like beads, some sort of like beads. I don't remember what they're called though, but these are awesome. This is some sort of scary robot alien looking thing. They have all kinds of artists here that do various like nerd style prints that you can buy. Pretty awesome. They have old Apples, like an Apple IIgs, and this is an old Commodore where they're playing Tetris and they're playing Oregon Trail over here. There's a company called Mind Immersion's virtual reality. She's riding a roller coaster in virtual reality. So while Jen is waiting in line for the virtual reality roller coaster, I'm coming into this area. If you guys remember, around Christmas time, we came to see the lights on the dinosaurs, and we'll put a link to that in the description down below. see what else they have around here. They have a couple of Da Vinci surgical robots here where you can test your skills at being a surgeon. And you can actually try to do perfection with the robot. Somebody's doing it right now. Gonna try to pull the pieces out of a perfection game using the Da Vinci robot. Wow. This person's doing kind of good. Oh, Lockheed Martin has an exhibit over here where you can try out all kinds of different flight simulators using prepared 3D. Look at this. Showing off their simulators. This is interesting. They're strapping this person into a simulator chair and it looks like, oh, here they go. They're flying. This jet kind of went off the road a little bit. Look at the shocks working on that thing. Oh, she's gonna fly. There she goes. Vertical takeoff, straight up into the air. 9,000 Gs. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, this is like a trick pilot. I think she's gonna stall out here. She's doing a cartwheel. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh. All right, Jen, you're next. You've got a choice between a race car, a wooden roller coaster, or a steel roller coaster. Which one are you gonna pick?
I think I'm gonna go with the wooden one.
Ooh.
I watched a lady do it and it looked pretty intense. Like she was like...
Yeah, it was like camping.
Yeah, it was.
She's gonna do the roller coaster. Are you scared? Oh no. You gotta put your hands up though. All right, there you go. I wanna put googly eyes on this thing. There it is, she's on this roller coaster. You don't have any body. Oh, going up the first lift. Oh no, here comes the first drop. Oh, she got her hands up. Whoa! Oh no, she got a little scared. Don't worry, it's not real. Oh my. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my. Whoa. You made it. What'd you think there, virtual coaster lady?
Do you know what I feel like?
What?
I feel exactly how I felt when we got off the cruise ship.
Oh.
Like I feel that kind of dizzy where you just got off of a trampoline.
Oh.
That's what I feel like.
That's pretty interesting.
Also, I feel a little bit like Barbie.
Oh no.
I know.
Let's go look at the alligators.
Okay.
We're down one level on the third floor now, kind of overlooking everything. We were down here when we first came in. Disney is right there. You can see Slinky Dog right there. All kinds of little robots up here. This is a robotics team called Exploding Bacon, where they have to make a robot every year for a different competition, and the robot has to do a specific task. Looks like this year's task has something to do with this gear. Then we've got some R2-D2s over here too, and a BB-8. Wow. Oh, hello R2, how are you? That was awesome.
This robot, it shoots balls 15 feet in the air. It's a pretty good robot. It got us to Worlds this year.
Is this what this is?
These are our gears. So like we
This
have
is
like
a game
pegs.
element.
So pretty much we pull forward and there'd be pegs right here. So it'd go through the peg and the peg would lift it up.
Okay.
And we had to capture it from a certain area.
That's pretty awesome. So you guys are a robotics team that built this and you guys put it into competitions.
Yes. Yeah.
We're part of FIRST.
Oh, okay. We're down here in NatureWorks, the animal section. And do you guys remember when we were on Castaway Cay, these were all down under the water? This is what they used to seed artificial reef.
Is this coquina?
No, this is what, remember when I was snorkeling at Castaway Cay? Yeah.
This is how they seed the reef.
Yeah.
It looks like coquina.
So these little plugs right here, they can put plugs of coral in there and that'll start a new coral. And then the big holes are for the fish to hide. And they have an ambulance out here that we're gonna go on a tour of. I've never been inside an ambulance before. This is something that you probably shouldn't say without knocking on wood, right?
This is bigger than a normal ambulance.
Oh.
They just want to make it comfortable because sometimes we do longer rides. We'll transport throughout the whole state of Florida. If you have a nurse and a respiratory therapist back here, they're with the patient, and usually kids can get anxious because this is just a pediatrics truck.
Oh, okay.
We play movies for them, and yeah, this
Oh
one
yeah.
right up here.
Oh my gosh.
So there you have it. That was our trip to the Orlando Science Center for Otronicon. A lot of fun.
It was awesome, yeah. We come every year, and every year we always see something new.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing.
I also like that Disney was here showing off like the animatronics from Shaman of Songs and the Slinky Dog coaster.
It was really cool to see the inside of her like face.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know. It was fun to see you on a virtual reality roller coaster.
It was pretty, it made me very dizzy. I felt like I was on the cruise again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we are off, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.